Hello and welcome back. Tonight we are going to walk together into the heart of a great and ancient mystery, a question that has haunted philosophers, scientists and quiet thinkers for millennia. It is a question that touches the very core of who we are and what it means to be alive. The question is this: are you the true author of your own life? Do you have free will? Have you ever felt the strange and unsettling feeling that you are simply a character in a story that has already been written, as if your choices are just dominoes falling in a line that was set up long before you arrived, a feeling of profound powerlessness in the face of life's great currents? Or have you felt the opposite, the dizzying, almost paralyzing weight of infinite choice, the crushing burden of believing that every single outcome in your life rests entirely on your shoulders, and that any failure is a deep, personal failing of your own will? If you have ever found yourself caught between this despair of powerlessness and the anxiety of absolute responsibility, then this journey tonight is for you. We will not pretend to solve this ancient riddle. Instead, we will seek something far more valuable, a perspective that can release you from the grips of both extremes. This is a path to finding a profound and practical freedom right here in the life you are already living. Before we begin this exploration, please take a moment to like and subscribe, but only if you genuinely enjoy these videos and find value in these explorations. And do share in the comments, where does this idea resonate with you in your own life? It's incredibly insightful to hear the perspectives from all walks of life. Now, let us proceed. There are no right or wrong answers here. There is only a quiet, open space for exploration. Let go of the need for certainty and allow your mind to rest in the beauty of the mystery itself. Let us first explore a powerful and logical idea, the idea of determinism. It suggests that every event in the universe, including every human action, is the unavoidable result of what came before it. Imagine a single domino falling and striking the next, which strikes the next, in a chain that stretches back to the very beginning of time. Determinism proposes that our lives are part of this great, unbroken chain. Think of the atoms that make up your body. They obey the fixed laws of physics and chemistry. The electrical signals in your brain follow predictable pathways. Your genetics, inherited from a long line of ancestors, provide a blueprint for your temperament, your talents, your predispositions. Your childhood environment, the culture you were born into, the experiences that shaped you, all of these things were powerful forces acting upon you, molding the person you are today. From this perspective, the choices you make feel free, but are they? Is your preference for a certain kind of music, a certain kind of partner, or a certain political belief truly a spontaneous choice? Or is it the predictable result of a million prior causes that you were not even aware of? This view can seem frightening. It can feel as though it removes our agency, our specialness. It suggests we are simply intricate biological machines, playing out a script that was written long ago. But it also offers a strange kind of comfort. It suggests that the universe has a coherent order, and it can be a foundation for immense compassion. But then there is the other side, a truth that feels just as powerful, just as undeniable. Despite all the logical arguments for determinism, you experience your life as a chooser. Right now, you feel you are freely choosing to listen to these words. You believe you will choose what to have for breakfast tomorrow. When you stand at a crossroads in life, the decision feels intensely, sometimes agonizingly real. It does not feel predetermined. This feeling of freedom, this sense of being the author of your actions, is one of the most fundamental parts of being human. It is the very essence of our consciousness. We're not just a domino falling. We're a domino that can watch itself fall and wonder why and contemplate falling differently. This self-awareness is the ghost in the machine. It is the spark of subjectivity in a universe of objects. This is the great paradox. Our reason tells us that every cause has an effect, but our own direct experience, our very soul, tells us that we are free, that we are the captain of our ship. To deny this feeling is to deny the most intimate truth of our own existence. We praise people for their courage, and we blame people for their cruelty because, on a deep level, we believe they had a choice. So we are caught, trapped between a universe that appears to be a perfect, logical clockwork and an inner world that feels boundless, spontaneous, and free.
The true suffering in this debate comes not from the question itself, but from clinging too tightly to one answer. Both extremes contain a hidden trap for the soul. If you believe completely and utterly in determinism, the trap is apathy and victimhood. Why try to be a better person if your character is already written? Why work to improve the world if the outcome is already set? You can absolve yourself of all responsibility, seeing yourself as a helpless pawn of fate. This path can lead to a deep and sorrowful nihilism, a feeling that nothing you do truly matters. On the other hand, if you believe in absolute unqualified free will, the trap is anxiety and merciless judgment. If every single aspect of your life is the result of your own free choices, then every failure, every flaw, every misfortune becomes a source of immense personal guilt. You can become harsh and unforgiving with yourself, and you can become deeply lacking in compassion for others. You might look at someone struggling and think, well, they should just make better choices, completely ignoring the vast unseen currents of genetics, trauma, and circumstance that have shaped their life. Both paths, followed to their extreme, lead to a kind of inner prison. One is a prison of listless despair. The other is a prison of anxious, lonely striving. So what is the way out? Perhaps the most peaceful and powerful perspective lies not in choosing a side, but in embracing a middle path, a view that allows both truths to coexist. Imagine you are the captain of a sailing ship on a vast ocean. You do not control the ocean. You do not control the deep currents that pull at your hull. You do not control the direction or the strength of the wind. These are the determined forces of the universe, the facts of your genetics, your past, your environment. To pretend you control the wind is madness. To curse the wind is a waste of energy. But you are not helpless. You are a captain. You have a rudder, and you have sails, and you have the freedom to choose what to do with the wind you are given. This is your true free will. It is not the freedom to control the weather, but the freedom to set your sails. You can choose to point your ship into the wind and be battered. You can choose to let your sails flap uselessly and drift aimlessly. Or you can choose to skillfully, intelligently, and gracefully work with the winds you have been given to guide your ship toward a worthy destination. Your freedom lies not in the circumstances you face, but in the attitude you bring to them. It lies in the intention you set. It lies in the response you choose. The universe provides the wind. You provide the navigation. As you rest here tonight, let's practice setting your sails. Bring to mind a situation in your life that feels difficult, a wind that is blowing against you. Feel its force. Acknowledge the parts of it you cannot control, the actions of another person, a reality of your health, a fact of your past. Gently release the struggle to control these things. Let the wind be the wind. Let the ocean be the ocean. Now, turn your focus to your ship, your own mind, your own heart. This is your domain. What is the one thing you can control in this situation? Perhaps it is the kindness of your next word. Perhaps it is the patience with which you endure. Perhaps it is the courage to have a difficult conversation. Perhaps it is simply the choice to focus on your breath and find a moment of peace right in the middle of the storm. This is your rudder. This is the setting of your sail. It is a small action, but it is everything. This is where your true power, your true freedom resides. Let go of the grand, anxious question of whether you control your ultimate destiny, and instead, fall in love with the quiet, profound freedom of choosing your next gentle action. As you drift towards sleep, feel yourself not as a domino, nor as a god burdened with infinite choice. Feel yourself as a skillful sailor. The winds of the world may blow, but you are at peace at the helm. You trust the currents, and you trust your ability to navigate them. You are free, not because you control the ocean, but because you have mastered the art of sailing